and we will get started. So if you listen to any music, hit play on your playlist, and we'll start lying down. So feet towards the front of your mat, head towards the back of your mat. And any posture on your back that you'd like to begin. Shavasana is great. Supported bridge pose is great. Recline bound angle pose is great. Anything else you'd like. If you do want to start in any other position besides being on your back, totally fine. Just know we are going to do a couple of postures on your back from here once we get moving. But for now, just relax, soften into your space, release your physical body down to your mat. And start to breathe intentionally and breathe in a way that allows yourself to really go inward, to allow the internal aspects of the practice to be at the front and center. We are giving attention now in our slow, methodical journey through the 8-limbed yogic path to the 5th limb, which is the concept called Pratyahara, often translated as withdrawal of the senses. And that means a couple of different things. But mostly what this is offering is that shift to the internal and the shift to the more subtle nature of being, and allowing some of the things that we engage with that cause reaction, that cause us to consume and make meaning. We learn to let those go. We learn to withdraw from the things that we have stories around, the different pieces that we connect meaning to be more attuned, more connected to a higher thought, a higher pattern of being, and using our physical practice as a way to engage that. So let's start with just some deeper breath. Exhale all the air from your lungs. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. A few more times like that. Deep inhale. And a big breath out. Do it once more. Full breath in. Feel your belly rise. Full breath out. Release everything out. From here, begin your Ujjayi Pranayama practice, that breath in and out of your nose. Ujjayi Pranayama, it is called in Sanskrit, and is one of the methods to connect more to the energy moving through you, the subtle layer, the subtle body, which is where we connect with the idea of Pratyahara and the practice of withdrawal, by being more attuned, more balanced, more aware of the energies that we create, the energies that flow through us. As you're ready, legs up the wall pose. Let your feet reach up towards the ceiling, get a little length on the back of your legs. If you've got a block underneath you, put it at your lowest height, at your low back. And just start to feel that gentle stretch on the back line of your legs, your feet flex towards your face, and your palms can soften to either side. Remember, withdrawal of the senses is an opportunity to disengage and be open. From this legs up the wall, a real easy hamstring stretch. Let your left foot drop down to the mat. Grab behind your right thigh and pull your right leg a little bit more in towards your chest. So creating kind of like a laying down split shape in your legs, but you can keep a bend in your right knee. If you're feeling flexible, you might grab for your right calf or even your right foot. Continue to flex your toes and press through your heel as you draw your leg in towards your chest. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. From here, switch out your legs, right leg down, left leg up, and then clasp your palm behind your left leg and draw your leg a little bit more in towards your torso. Remember, bent knees are totally allowed, but continue to push through your heel and flex your toes. Get a nice gentle stretch on the back line of your left thigh. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hug your knees into your chest. Grab around your shins and rock a little side to side first after laying down, getting a little movement along your spine. Then grab behind your knees and begin to rock your tailbone to your shoulders, full length of your spine, gaining enough momentum to come through to tabletop pose. And then once you're in tabletop pose, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, just let your body move very naturally here. It's been several minutes of laying down, so this is a chance to really start to ignite some movement into the beginning of your practice. So feeling a little bit of wiggle in your hips, a little bit of shimmy in your shoulders, arch and round your back in those cat and cow postures. Like I mentioned, we're going to twist a fair amount today, so you could add in a little twisting here, whatever you need, a roll of the neck, connect to your breath, let your breath always inform how you move. And when all those first movements feel sufficient in tabletop, push back to your first downward facing dog. Curl your toes under, lift your hips. Continue to move here. Find some beat bends in your knees, some pedals in your feet. Can rock your heels and your hips side to side as you come to this first posture, pressing up and away from your mat. Eventually come to stillness in your downward facing dog. Lift your hips a little higher. Let your gaze soften between your shins. A bend in your knees is always welcome. Really nice, Jen. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, look to your palms. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Step your feet forward behind your wrists. Grab for opposite elbow or forearm. Just let your vertebrae start to create space between each other. Your spine lengthen, the crown of your head soften to your mat. Keep your weight more into your toes to lift your hips up just a little bit higher. And then switch your grip, bring opposite arm in front. Maybe add a little nod of your head, yes. And a shake of your head, no. And then release your fingertips down to the mat. Toe heel your feet together to touch. Bend your knees a lot, and then slowly arrive up in a standing position. Lengthen your legs, unround your spine, reach to the crown of your head, and find a couple shoulder rolls to the back, couple shoulder rolls towards the front. And then standing at attention pose, Samastitihi, push your palms to the center of your chest and lift through the crown of your head as you blink your eyes closed. As you set intention for your practice today, my friends, remember we're leaning into the opportunity to withdraw, the opportunity to let go of consuming in a way that provides distraction from something higher, something more meaningful. So be open, listen to the subtle messages, and allow your practice to be an inner journey as much as an outer journey. And whatever you want for intention, we'll send it out with breath. Exhale the air from your lungs. Big breath in, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Seal your lips, inhale through your nose. Through your nose, breathe out. Blink your eyes open. Bring your palms to your sides. Simple sun A to unite the breath. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge down to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, high to low plank, your version, your way. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your last two sun A's are on your own, so move in a freestyle kind of way. And my invitation to you in these sun A's and throughout your practice is to close your eyes. One way to practice a literal withdrawal of the senses is to let go of one of the five senses that we typically think of, your vision. So as it feels safe to you, as it feels accessible to you, maybe soften your gaze or let go of it completely as you move through your movement. And then of course, in your movement, you can add, you can subtract, you can completely freestyle how you want to move, connecting to your body, making those breath connections more informative of your choices. Take your time. We got lots of time. From these sun A's, we'll move into our mandala flow. Mandalas are typically We think of it as going all around your mat, but it comes from the traditional image of a mandala drawing, which is a very uniform design that's repeated over and over again in a circular pattern. Ours isn't exactly uniform. We do different things on different sides, but the notion is that it's meditative. That in the process of that movement and the process of that design is the opportunity to simply just be in it, to allow it to be an aspect of mindfulness. As you make your way to the end of your second sun A, there's an opportunity to push back to child's pose if you'd like to take a moment to ground yourself, or really anything else you'd enjoy here as we have a final few breaths before we move into our mandala flow. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Make your way to down dog if you're not already there. One more inhale. Through your nose, exhale. Ooh, my voice just cracked. It's always great when you're recording. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward, bold, step to the top of your mat. Mandala time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, lift your chest, reach your arms high, pause and breathe in your first chair. So weight far back into your heels, sink your hips a little lower, lift your chest up and feel your low back lengthen as you engage your abdominals a little bit more. Breathe in. Exhale, twist to the right. Reach your left arm forward, your right arm back. Keep your hips square to the front. Let the twist emerge from your core. The first of several twists we'll do today. Reach to your fingertips. Now your left leg will lift. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Stand on your right foot. Bend your left knee up. Reach your arms to the ceiling and breathe. Flex your toes up. Squeeze your glutes to level your hips and lengthen your spine. Breathe in. Exhale, open twist to the left. Reach your right arm forward, your left arm back. So twisting the opposite direction, keeping your hips square to the front, your core nice and strong. Inhale, back to one-legged mountain, reach forward, reach high. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Take a big step back and down as you reach your fingers behind you. Inhale, crescent lunge, tuck your tailbone, lift your chest, reach to the sky and breathe. Take a few moments to set up your lunging legs. Ensure your right knee is stacked above your ankle. Push through your back heel and lift your shoulders over your hips. Breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. Push your left foot down at the back of your mat. Open your chest to the side. Reach to your arms and breathe. Keep that bend in your left knee. Square your torso to the side and shrug your shoulders down. Inhale, star pose, toes out, heels in, face the side of your mat. Exhale, goddess pose. Bring your thumbs to heart center, bend your knees, sink low in your hips. We'll hold the first couple times we're in goddess pose, so it's opportunity to just freestyle your movement, getting a deeper stretch in outer hips, outer glutes, so you can give them a little shimmy here to help lean into that opportunity to stretch those parts of your body. And then come back to stillness and goddess. Keep your thumbs at your heart. Lift your shoulders above your hips. Push to the knife edges of your feet. Now we go to the back of your mat. Inhale, warrior two to the back. Keep your left knee bent. Gaze at the back of your mat. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach your left arm down and your right arm up. Push your left arm and your left leg into each other. Open your chest. Lengthen your side bodies as you gaze high. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your left leg as you sweep your left palm high. Exhale, high to low plank to the back of your mat. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips. We bring it back to the front. Inhale, kick your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step through to your palms. We'll vary it up a bit. Inhale, easy twist, push your left palm down, reach your right arm high, pause and breathe this first time. Roll out your wrist, bend and straighten your right elbow, maybe find some deeper movement in your right shoulder. Always can have the option to bring your block under your left palm as well, to bring the ground a little closer to you. Now back to your open twist, reach your right arm up, breathe in, twist a little bit more. Exhale, crescent lunge with your open arm twist. Keep your arms open wide, come to stand. Lift your shoulders over your hips. Keep your lunging legs and gaze a little bit behind you. Inhale, exalted crescent lunge. Drop your right palm down. Reach your left arm high. Lift your gaze beyond your left palm and breathe. Push into your right heel. Square your chest back towards the back of your mat and reach a little higher. Breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. Push your left foot down. Open your arms wide. Inhale, star pose. Face the opposite side. Toes out, heels in. This time as you exhale, wide leg forward fold. Parallel your feet, bring your arms to a T and soften your fingertips underneath your shoulders. Remember, keep your feet parallel so your toes are pointing straight at the side of your mat. Bend your knees as much as you'd like in your forward folds. Let your head hang really heavy. One breath in. One breath out. Inhale at a little half lift, lift and lengthen your spine. Exhale, low lunge to the front, frame your left foot. Inhale, halfway lift, feet together to touch at the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. We do the other side. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, lift your chest. Exhale, open twist to the left, right arm forward, left arm back. Sit low into your chair. Keep your hips pivoting forward as you sweep your left palm behind you. Your right leg will lift. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Stand on your left foot. Bend your right knee up. Reach your arms high and breathe. Keep your glutes flexed to level your hips. Flex your right toes up. Tuck your tailbone under. Breathe in. Exhale, twist to the right. Left arm forward, right arm back. Twisting the opposite direction of where you were in chair, but keeping your navel tucked to your spine. Inhale, back through one-legged mountain, reach forward, reach high. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms, big step back, plant your right foot down. Inhale, crescent lunge, lift your chest, reach your arms to the ceiling, pause and breathe. Work to square your hips to the front, left hip back, right hip forward. Give that little point of your tailbone down as you lift your chest up. Breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. Push your right foot down at the back of your mat. Reach through your arms. Shrug your shoulders down. Reach a little bit more through your fingertips. Tuck your tailbone underneath. Inhale, star pose, toes out, heels in. Exhale, goddess pose, thumbs to heart, bend your knees. This is the last time we'll hold goddess pose, so opportunity to again add in the movement you'd like to add. You could get a little twist happening in your upper body, a little bit of straightening and bending in your knees, whatever feels good to you. And then back to stillness and goddess. Lift your chest up rather than leaning forward. That'll help tuck your tailbone under and encourage your abs to strengthen. Bend your knees a little bit more. We go to the back. Inhale, warrior two to the back. Point your right toes at the back of your mat. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach your right arm forward, then down, your left arm up. Make some sort of connection between your right arm and your right leg. Open your torso, lift your gaze. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your front leg as you sweep your right palm high. Exhale, high to low plank to the back of your mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We bring it home. Inhale, kick your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step through to your hands. Inhale, easy twist, right palm down, left arm up, breathe. Remember, you can roll out your wrist, bend your elbow, straighten your shoulder in your left hand. You can bring your right hand to your block to get the ground a little closer, and that might help you feel more length in your side bodies. And then reach your left arm back up, breathe in. Exhale, crescent lunge with your open arm twist. Come to stand, keep your arms open wide. Feel your shoulders stack over your hips. Maintain your lunging legs. And then inhale, exalted crescent lunge. Drop your left palm down. Reach your right arm up. Lift your gaze and breathe. Push into your left heel. Feel your chest lift. Reach to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. Push your right foot down. Inhale, star pose. One more turn of the mat. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Point your toes. Arms to a T, hinge from your hips. We'll hold here for a couple breaths again. So remember, soften into this fold. Press your weight a little bit more into your toes. Maybe your heels start to slightly lift. Feel your tailbone start to point a little bit higher. Breathe in and breathe out. As you inhale, add a little half lift. Lift and lengthen your spine. Exhale, low lunge to the front. Frame your right foot. Inhale, halfway lift, a little flourish to end our mandala. Exhale, crow pose. Plant your palms, point your elbows back. Make a shelf for your knees on your triceps, round your spine. Maybe you get a lift of one foot off the mat, maybe both. Gaze beyond your fingertips. You're here for 3. Step or float back, high to low plank in 2. And 1, that was awesome. Step or float, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. That's our mandala. Take a big breath in. And then a big breath out. We will now go through this 1 breath to each movement. And again, the goal is to withdraw, to go inward. Just listen to my direction and move and release everything else. 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. Let's do it. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, feet to touch at the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, chair, push your weight into your heels. Exhale, twist to the right, left arm forward, right arm back. Left leg lifts. Inhale, one-legged mountain stand on your right foot. Exhale, twist to the left, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, one-legged mountain, gaze forward. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Big step back as you reach behind you. Inhale, crescent lunge, lift your chest, reach up. Exhale, warrior 2, open your torso to the side. Inhale, star, make that big X shape. Exhale, goddess, sink low into your stance. We go to the back. Inhale, warrior 2 to the back. Point your left toes to the back. Exhale, extended side angle, left arm down, right arm up. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your left leg. Exhale, high to low plank to the back of your mat. You could always skip it or do something else. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your right toes high. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, easy twist, reach your right arm up. Exhale, crescent lunge with your open arm twist, rise to stand. Inhale, exalted crescent lunge, keep reaching your left arm high. Exhale, warrior 2, push your left foot down. Inhale, star pose, big rise up. Exhale, wide leg forward fold, lead with your chest as you lower down. Inhale, wide half lift, get a little lift and lengthen your spine. Exhale, low lunge to the front, frame your left foot. Inhale, halfway lift, feet to touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, push your weight together to your legs. Exhale, twist to the left, keep your hips square to the front. Right leg up, inhale, one-legged mountain, stand on your left foot. Exhale, twist to the right, sweep your right palm behind you. Inhale, one-legged mountain. It's okay if you wobble. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms, plant your right foot down. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach to the ceiling, gaze forward. Exhale, warrior 2, arms open wide. Inhale, star, push into your heels. Exhale, goddess, press to the outer edges of your feet. To the back, inhale, warrior 2 to the back, bend your right knee. Exhale, extended side angle, open your torso. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your right leg as you reach up. Exhale, high to low plank to the back of your mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Final stretch. Inhale, kick your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, easy twist, stay with your breath. Exhale, crescent lunge with your open arm twist, reach your right arm forward. Inhale, exalted crescent lunge, keep reaching your right arm up. Exhale, warrior two, reach your right arm behind you. Inhale, star, final turn of the mat. Exhale, wide leg forward fold, parallel your feet as you lower. Inhale, wide half lift, reach your chest up and forward. Exhale, low lunge to the front. Inhale, halfway lift, stand at the top. Exhale, crow pose. Plant your palms, elbows straight back, knees to triceps, round your spine. You're here for 3. Step or float back, high to low plank in 2. And 1, soft elbows if you float. Inhale, upward facing dog, lovely Kamna. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gorgeous, Annette. Take a big breath in. Full breath out. Do that again, big inhale. Let it go, open mouth, exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step all the way through, down to a seat. Okay, I made myself sweaty doing that, so here we are. Whew. All right, we're gonna come back. We're gonna do that all one more time, and we're gonna add on a little bit and deepen the movement, deepen the practice. And being we're focusing on twisting, and we'll add some deeper twisting in the next version. Let's do core to really get those twisting muscles ready to go. So come down to your back. Traditional core today, so nothing too fancy. Focus on abdominal strengthening, the movement happening in your lower torso. Hands behind your head, feet hip width distance, basic sit-ups to start. Breathe in. As you exhale, lift your chest up off the mat. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, add the crunch. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift you up. So by keeping the core movement simple, my thought is it's easier to focus on the breath. It's easier to focus on the strengthening, the muscle action that's happening, as well as to connect to the deeper practice, right? We're still doing yoga, even when we're doing crunches. So how do you withdraw? How do you disengage your mind from reacting to what disturbs you as things get more challenging? You're here for 4, 3, add a pulse in 2, and 1, add the pulse. Tiny movements off your mat, 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Keep gazing to the ceiling. Let the lift happen in your sternum. Here for 4, 3, hold it high in 2, and 1. My voice keeps cracking. Lift your shoulders up off the mat. Keep your gaze to the ceiling. Hold for 4, 3, bicycle twist in 2, and 1. Twist it out to the right and left. Right, left, or twist, center, other side, center. So the goal with bicycle twist is you're bringing opposite elbow towards opposite leg. It might be your knee, it might be your thigh, depends on the length of your torso, to be honest. The goal is to bring your arm closer to your leg than your leg to your arm. That's what's going to get your oblique muscles working, those muscles along your side bodies wrapping around your ribs. Muscles really helpful as we twist safely in our class. You're here for 4, 3, pulse it right in 2, and 1, pulse it right for 4, left shoulder up for 3, pulse it left in 2, and 1 to the left for 4, 3, hold it right in 2, and 1 to the right, hold 4, left shoulder higher for 3, hold it left in 2, and 1, hold it left. This is it. 4, 3, long body stretch in 2, and 1, long body stretch, arms long, legs long. Let that feel so, so good. Huge breath in. Huger breath out. Oh, yes, let it go. We're shifting our energy from consuming into simply being. How can you be here without using your senses? And senses don't necessarily mean our 5 senses. It's how we make meaning of things. How can you let go of that? Hug your knees into your chest. Rock a little side to side, then rock forwards and backwards. We'll meet in downward facing dog. As you're getting set up for this one more final time through a mandala, have your block towards the back of your mat. That's where it will be most handy. A water bottle towards the front of your mat, or if you've got a second block towards the front, you can have it there too, but I think the back is the highest priority. Take a breath in your down dog. And take a breath out. Love the sun shining on the outdoor yogis. One more breath in. One more breath out. Let's do it. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, feet to touch at the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, chair pose, sit low as you lift your chest. Exhale, thumbs to heart center this time and bend your knees even more. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, prayer twist to the right side. Connect your left arm on top of your right leg or your elbow between your thighs, and then work from that connection to open your chest more to the right. As we start to twist deeper, think about your core helping you do so. Keep your spine really long, drop your hips a little lower, lift your chest a little higher, keep your knees square with each other, your weight in your heels. You're here for 3. Your left leg lifts, one-legged mountain pose in 2. And 1, take your time, one-legged mountain, lift your left knee up, gaze forward, chest forward, arms high. Now take a breath in. Exhale, open twist to the left, an opportunity to add revolve big toe or variation. So you could grab for your toe, the outside edge of your foot, and then flex your left foot forward in your right palm, or bring your right hand to your left shin and use that connection instead. From here, reach your left arm more behind you. Let your gaze maybe soften to the back. Don't worry if you like step down or fall out of the pose. I just did. Straighten and flex your right quadricep to help you twist in a little bit more. You're here for 3. Back to one-legged mountain pose in 2. And 1, back to one-legged mountain. Let go, reach your arms up, breathe it. Exhale, airplane pose. Standing on your right foot a little bit longer. Point your left toes up and back. Broaden your chest. Reach through your fingertips. Keep your navel up and in. Little up dog in your chest. You're here, just 3. Crescent lunge in 2. And 1, big step back and down. Inhale, crescent lunge. Sweep your palms high, back to our flow. Exhale, warrior 2, arms open wide. Inhale, star, return to that breath connection. Exhale, goddess, tuck your tailbone as you lower down. We go to the back. Inhale, warrior 2 to the back. Bend your left knee to the back of your mat. Exhale, extended side angle. Now listen. Inhale, look beyond your left big toe. Exhale, half moon pose to the back of your mat. Lift your right leg up. Sweep your right palm to the ceiling. Open your chest to the side. Here's where you can bring your left palm onto your block. Maybe it's just fingertips on the block or trying to levitate a little bit. You do your version. Straighten all of your limbs. Flex your left quad, standing on the opposite leg so this leg's nice and fresh. Open your chest. You're here for 3. Reverse triangle in 2. And 1, plant your right foot down behind you, left leg straight. Inhale, reverse triangle, left arm high. Exhale, triangle pose. Push your hips behind you. Reach, reach, reach with your left hand, and then drop your left palm down as you reach your right arm up. Open your torso. Another great posture to use your block under your left palm if you'd like. Lengthen your spine, push your hips back as you reach your chest forward, then lift your gaze up. You're here for 3. Reverse warrior this time in 2. And 1, inhale, reverse warrior, put a bend in your left knee as you sweep your left arm high. Exhale, high to low plank to the back of your mat. Inhale, upward facing dog, feel your breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now listen, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold to the back of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, mountain pose, press your heels down, lengthen, reach up. Exhale, standing at attention pose, thumbs to heart center. Add tree pose on the right side. So stand on your left foot, bend your right knee and open it to the side, and then push your right foot to your left leg, either your lower or upper leg. Avoid pressing into your knee. Thumbs to heart center from there, hip points pointing in front of you. And then in the name of Pratyahara, maybe you close your eyes Add in any kind of variations, and then just notice what it's like to be in the pose without creating a story around the pose. Something that's judgment or kind of like a layer of meaning that isn't actually anything other than something we created or was told to us. We're going for higher messages, more subtle messages about who we are and how we experience the world around us. Gaze back forward, bring your thumbs back to your heart. Point your right knee in front of you, step your right foot down to your left, couple petals. And inhale, mountain pose, reach your arms up high. Exhale, forward fold, lead with your chest. Now listen, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot behind you. We return to our flow. Inhale, easy twist, reach your right arm high. Exhale, crescent lunge with your open arm twist, come to stand. This time, inhale, press your palms at your right shoulder. Exhale, revolve, crescent lunge, hinge forward and bring your left arm on top of your right leg. Once you've made those connections, you could totally come down to your back knee for this as well. If there's other ways that you'd like to add on to revolve, crescent lunge, some open arms, some half binding, yeah, you do you, right? Let the journey feel visceral. Something happening in the moment. It's not predetermined, it's not anticipated, it's not part of a thread. It is actually actively withdrawing from all of those things. You're here for 3. Crescent lunge in 2. And 1. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach forward, reach up. Exhale, warrior 2, arms open wide. Inhale, star, rise on up. Exhale, wide leg forward fold, point your toes lower down. And right away, we'll rotate to pyramid pose facing the front. So point all of your toes at the front of your mat, left foot forward, right foot back, make a short enough stance so both feet can be flat. And then let your chest hang and fold over your left leg. You can keep a bend in your left knee. Keep weight in both feet. So push into your right heel. Press your hips back as you let your chest drape down. If you'd like one more deep twist in your practice, revolved pyramid. Tense your right fingers down or bring them to your water bottle or block, and lift your left arm high, twist towards the left. Again, keep some weight towards the back of your mat. Feel the stretch in your right calf. Open your chest to the side, navel up and in. Inhales get longer. Exhales, twist deeper. Lovely, Gail. You're here for 3. Forward fold, top of mat in 2. And 1. Forward fold, fingertips down, feet to the top. Bring them half hip width distance. And grab your big toes with your index finger and thumb. Big toe pose. Let your head hang really heavy as you fold your belly over your thighs. You could actively wrap your chest in towards your legs or let gravity do the work for you. Head hang heavy, just breathe. Weight into your toes, out of your heels. Feel your spine lengthen. One more breath in. One more breath out. Release the grip on your toes. Toe heel your feet together to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, re-lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold down. Let's do the final side. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, lift your chest. Exhale, bring your thumbs to your heart and bend your knees more. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, prayer twist, left side. Bring your right arm on top of your left leg. Keep your spine nice and long. Open your chest. Knees together to touch. Point your tailbone in the opposite direction from the crown of your head. Beautiful focus, my friends. You're doing amazing. You're here for 3. Yes, Julie, one-legged mountain pose. Right leg up in 2. And 1, take your time, chest forward, bend your right knee up, arms high. Take a big breath in when you get there. Exhale, open twist to the right, left arm forward, right arm back, and then option for revolved big toe variation. So that could be left hand to right shin or left hand to right big toe or outer edge of your right foot. If you're grabbing your foot, you can kick it forward any amount as you reach your right arm behind you. Open your chest to the side, lengthen through your standing leg, flex your heel forward as you reach your arms back. You're here for 3. Back to one-legged mountain pose in 2. And 1, back to one-legged mountain, chest forward, reach up, breathe in. Exhale, airplane pose, a little bit more on this leg and then you're done. Strengthen your left leg as you flex your right toes back, point your right toes back, broaden your chest, reach through your fingertips, navel up and in. You're here for 3. So good, crescent lunge in 2. And 1, big step back and down, inhale, crescent lunge, back to breath. Exhale, warrior 2, arms open wide. Inhale, star pose, big rise up. Exhale, 1 more goddess pose, low, low, low in your hips. We go to the back, inhale, warrior 2, gaze to the back of your mat. Exhale, extended side angle, right arm down. Inhale, look beyond your right big toe. Exhale, half moon pose. Push into your right foot. Bring your right hand down towards your block if you'd like, left arm up. Lift your left hip, open your chest, lengthen all of your limbs. Yes, we've got it. Go for it, Chris. Leg a little higher, flex your toes, broaden all of your limbs longer for 3. Reverse triangle in 2. And 1, inhale, reverse triangle, left foot down, right leg long, breathe in. Exhale, triangle pose. Press your hips behind you. Reach, reach, reach forward with your right palm. Then drop your right palm down as you reach your left arm up. Open your chest, micro bend your knee. Keep a length in both side bodies. Lift your gaze high. You're here for 3. Reverse warrior in 2. And 1, inhale, reverse warrior, rebend your knee. Exhale, high to low plank. Last time in your practice today. That may not be true. Inhale, upward facing dog. There might be 1 more. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to your palms. Exhale, forward fold at the back of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, mountain pose. Feel grounded underneath your feet. Exhale, standing at attention pose, thumbs to heart center. Tree pose on the left, my friends. Stand on your right foot, bend your left knee, open it to the side. Find where your left heel wants to press into your right leg, other than into your knee. And once you've got your legs set, your hips square in front of you, spine stays nice and long, you add the variations you would like to add. As I was reading a little bit more about Pratyahara, I was reading some texts that talked about how it more literally translates as withdrawing from consumption. And the things that we consume, the things that consume us. And I think about that a lot with thought and meaning, that we tend to consume or seek meaning based on old narrative, or maybe something that doesn't even serve us or others. So how do you approach this without consuming your experience? And what does that look like? Gaze back in front of you, thumbs back to heart, point your left knee in front of you before stepping your left foot down to your right. Give a couple pedals, and then let's finish it out. Inhale, mountain pose, reach high. Exhale, forward fold, hinge down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot back behind you. Inhale, easy twist, reach your left palm high. Exhale, crescent lunge with your open arm twist, come to stand. Inhale, thumbs at your left shoulder. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Right arm on top of your left thigh. From there, maybe you drop back down to your right knee or add in any twisting variations you'd like here. Use your breath to help facilitate your twist. Inhales will help you lengthen always. Exhales will help you exert and deepen always. So inhales, feel that length in your spine. Exhale the exertion in your twist. And do it again, breathe in. And breathe out. You're here for 3. Back to crescent lunge in 2. And 1. Inhale, crescent lunge. Let's bring it home. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, star, final turn of your mat. Exhale, wide leg forward fold. Parallel your feet as you lower down. And then right away, sit up pyramid facing the front. Point all of your toes to the front of your mat. Frame your right foot with your fingertips or bring your fingertips onto your bottle or your block. Both legs nice and straight, but micro bend your right knee as much as you need as you fold your chest on top of your right thigh. Whew. I've made myself winded through this whole practice, so stay with your breath. The revitalizing of the energetic body, we talked about it for months with the chakra practices. That is something very apparent at this point in your practice. So let that energy layer of self really come alive. And if you want one more twist, revolved pyramid to the right, left palm down. Keep your spine nice and long as you reach your right arm up and open to the side. Keep weight in both feet, navel up and in. Continue to square your hips to the front. Feel that length from your tailbone all the way through the crown of your head. You're here for 3. Forward fold, top of mat in 2. And 1, forward fold, top of mat, feet hip width distance, hand to feet pose, Padahastasana, lift up on your toes. Walk your hands underneath until your toes are on your wrists and standing on your hands. And let your head hang heavy. One more deep standing fold, and then you are done standing for your practice today. How's that connection to breath feeling? How you doing? I think you're doing great. I hope you feel like you're doing great. Rock your weight back into your heels, release your hands, roll out your wrists, and toe heel your feet together to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, high to low plank. I did lie before. This is the last high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Everybody take a huge breath in. And a huge breath out. Inhale, kick your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Bring your right knee to your wrist. Flex your right toes as you point your left toes behind you. Maybe you like this lifted chest, half pigeon. I kind of love it a lot. Or you're welcome to go to a sleepier pigeon version. Walk your chest forward. Let your forehead, your torso rest down. If you take a variation on your back or seated, just know that we will do something from half pigeon, the traditional way from here. But for now, take just a couple breaths to enjoy. After today, we will spend a couple more sessions, a couple more sequences exploring Pratyahara, because there's several different types of Pratyahara, and wanting to give a little bit of time for us to continue to make meaning of these experiences. I know for me in our yoga classes, more traditionally offered in a Western practice, in a Minnesota practice, I guess I'll be specific. We don't often get into these more subtle, more nuanced layers of yogic philosophy, and I'm really enjoying doing that with you all. So I want to give it some credit and give us the chance from a self-study perspective to continue to learn. From your half pigeon, gently bring your palms back onto mat, curl your back toes under. We're gonna add one more twist. So the way we'll do it is 3-legged dog, kick your right leg up. And then bring your right knee towards your left elbow and bring your knee all the way down to the mat and straighten your right leg pointing off the side of your mat and your left leg pointing off the back of your mat. You can keep a bend in your knee, but straighten your legs as much as you can and flex your toes. From here, face your chest forward. It's basically revolved half moon, but lying down. If you'd like, you could lower your chest down a little bit to your forearms. You could bring your torso on top of a block, or really stop at whatever point feels like a good place to stop for you. Continue to connect to your breath. And one more inhale. One more exhale. Now rewind the way you came in. So bring your hands back onto your mat. Curl your back toes under, three-legged dog to downward facing dog. And we'll do it on the other side. Inhale, kick your left leg high. Exhale, start with half pigeon. Left knee to wrist. Keep a flex in your toes. Point your right toes straight back. Again, lifted chest, half pigeon might be lovely. Sleepy half pigeon might be more your style, what you're feeling today. All is welcome. Variations are welcome. You know where we're headed from here now, so you vary as you need before we get in that one final deep twist in our practice. Everything that we learned in the chakra practices sets up very nicely this connection to Pratyahara. And if you think about the final few chakras that we explored, the third eye chakra, the Ajna chakra, and the crown chakra, the Sahasrara chakra, are a lot about that connection to something higher, something more divine, a shift of consciousness. And we utilize that energy to really lean into this practice of Pratyahara, the practice of withdrawal. So it's really cool how everything kind of layers on top of it in terms of our experience. All right, start to walk your palms back onto your mat. Lift your chest, curl your back toes under. Three-legged dog first, kick your left leg high. And then bring your left knee towards your right wrist, all the way down to the mat. Get nice straight legs, make an L shape with your legs, push your left heel out. My knee is very bent, that's okay. Keep your toes flexed, press your right heel back, keep your toes flexed, and then turn your chest forward as much as you can. Maybe you come down to your forearms. Maybe you bring a block underneath your chest. Lots of options here. Basically, it's a chance to feel revolved half moon without having to stand in revolved half moon. Just breathe where you are. And again, avoiding consuming. Instead, gracefully being. Especially most resonant in moments where there's dissonance, where there's challenge, where there's some sense of wanting to really consume and understand what we're experiencing. Is there a way to withdraw from that and to see it and experience it in a completely different way? One more breath in here. One more breath out. Rewind back through, lift your chest, curl your back toes under, left leg high to downward facing dog. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step all the way through, come to a seat, have your block nearby and roll all the way down to your back. One bridge or supported bridge pose. Bring your feet into your seat, hip width distance. As you're ready, lift your hips up away from the mat. For supported bridge, slide your block underneath your low back, your sacrum. And then just let your block support the lift of your hips. Regular old bridge pose, you're using the strength of your spine to help lift your hips up. This is the opposite movement of all those forward folds we did throughout our practice. So feel that opening in the front of your hips, the broadening of your chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. You're here for 3. Recline bound angle pose in 2. And 1, recline bound angle. Bring your block out from underneath you. Full spine down to the mat. Feet together to touch. Knees open wide. One hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. You could also do hands to your hip creases or palms face up beside you. All are awesome, sustainable options, and one might feel more meaningful than the other. Close your eyes if you haven't already. These last 4 minutes of our practice do not require your sight, most likely. So can you allow that particular sense, a very common way that we make meaning of things, right? To let go. This recline bound angle might feel like a lovely place to stay. You might end here, and that's great. If you want just a little bit more movement, all we have left is happy baby. So gently guide your knees in and then to each other, and then hug your knees into your chest, grab for your shins, your feet, behind your knees, wherever feels best to keep your full spine down. As you flex your heels up to the ceiling, and then just kind of rock side to side. Nice little massage on your back. One more gentle hip stretch to go within your practice. That half moon lying down thing can be, I learned a little much on my outer hips. So this is a nice way to kind of stretch a little bit more there. And we've already twisted a lot, so we're going to skip supine twist unless you really, really want to do it. So from here, hug your knees into your chest, and then hug yourself into a tiny little ball, wrap around your shins, bring your forehead towards your legs, take a huge breath in. Open mouth, exhale, corpse pose, Shavasana. Legs long, arms long. Really, really amazing practice, my friends. Now is the opportunity to, in the surrender of your practice, engage and invite and value total withdrawal. Enjoy. I'm going to give you 2 minutes of stillness and silence, and then I'll guide you out. Bye. In a very, very slow and gentle way, begin to reawaken your physical body. Gentle, gentle movement here. And let those movements get bigger until you're ready to kind of really stretch it out. Long body stretch. Point your toes, reach your arms behind you. Breathe in when you're there. And breathe out as well. And draw your knees into your chest. Flop to either side in a little fetal pose, and take a moment to just value any sense of renewal, rebirth, growth that feels resonant from your practice today. And then with your eyes closed, come to a comfortable seat. Face the front of your mat. Sit up nice and tall. And let your thumbs come to your heart center. Spread your fingers wide, lift your chest to your thumbs, and simply acknowledge that inner journey that we have started to spotlight so significantly in our practice. And then bring your thumbs to your third eye, space between your eyebrows, where we acknowledge that we are enlightened, we are humble, we are intuitive beings who have the ability to see and understand far beyond what we thought we could when we actively practice and choose to do so. Love you all. Bowing forward, we seal our practice. Peace, my friends.